Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and today we are talking about this incredibly good free-to-play unit. So I was having to surf around my extra island, just like peeling around, looking for stuff to do, and hopped over into Coliseum and noticed that this guy was back. And if you guys don't know what he does, we're gonna hop into him in a second, and we're gonna find out. But I will warn you, this Coliseum is fairly hard. So if you don't have him done, I would definitely just farm the not the Chaos version. I would just farm the one under it. What's it called? This one here, the Underground Coliseum. So I'd farm him there. It just would be a lot safer. But if you have the teams, he can be beaten. And I have 4 teams for you guys in this video. So let's hop in to see what this guy does. When this guy first came out, he was just incredible, and he came around the time of Sabo and Koala. So this unit was kind of built to beat the Coliseum of Morley. So if we can just find him, there he is, beautiful, there he is. So he's the 4th of the Revolutionary Army members. He's the only non-summonable one. So he's special, reduces all resilience and threshold duration by 5 turns, incredible. Halves all enemies' defense for 1 turn, and if the captain is free spirit, boosts damage dealt to defense down enemies for 3 turns, 1.75 times for 3 turns. And if you land 2 perfect strikes, sets all the defense to 0 the next turn. Boys! He is so good. As a free-to-play unit, he has utility, he does a condition, and he self-procs it for basically 2 turns or 2 stages. That is awesome. Capability we're not even going to talk about because it's just irrelevant. So that is just phenomenal. He was so good for Revolutionary Army 2, Garb's Challenge, Dofi 2. He's just a fantastic unit. So if you guys haven't done him, I have some teams that can help you guys out. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of units to get around the end of him. The final stage against Morley is very, very tricky, as he reverses your specials for 2 turns, and then also special seals, strikers, shooters, and slashers. And most of the units that roll specials back are all those types. I went through so many different options, and there is not a lot of options to roll special swords that don't have those 3 typings. So all the big players like Usahachi, even Legend Whitebeard, all of them fell within those categories. So there were some crossovers of units, but I tried to make majority of the teams as different as possible. But we have 4 teams. The first team is the team that was designed to sort of beat it, well, a little bit designed in the way. So it was the Cerebral Free Spirit team. The next team I have is the Dream Team, Blackbeard and Katakuri. The third team is the V2 SnakeMan combo. He's just an absolute powerhouse and monster. And the final team is your boy Shanks Crew. So it's enough of this. We're gonna hop in. Let's check out Coliseum Morley. Alright guys, so the first team is actually the Free Spirit Cerebral team. So this piece of content actually came out around the same time as when Sabo and Koala came out. So we are trying to rock the same team as the optimal team of when this content first dropped. But funny enough, without the boost, it kind of just falls short with the damage. So I replaced Lindbergh with our trusty old friend Coliseum Neptune, another incredible unit that when he's out, you should definitely farm him up. He's so handy. We're going to use him instead, and we managed to get the job done. So the thing about this Coliseum is we basically need to be using our switcher effects, as there is quite a few interrupts. This Coliseum is actually ridiculously hard, looking back at it. So when it first came out, it must have been very, very difficult for some players, because without Sabo Koala, this Coliseum just does a lot. Even this stage where Inuyasuma just removes our orbs every single turn, it's very annoying. So stage 4 is Sabo. Sabo is Dex. He puts up 5 turns of defense up. He binds our captain for 7 turns, and he gives us 5 turns of that additional damage debuff. Now, this free-to-play Leo is basically built for this stage. He uses his special and just removes everything. He was obtainable around the time that just before this came out. So he was literally built. I really like that though, that they did that. They built a unit around a stage in a Coliseum just to make it like super easy, like heaps easy to get through, and just build a team around that, I guess. So we used the switch effects to get the color affinity, but unfortunately we don't kill Sabo. This team has a lot of pinch healing on it, so we managed to stay alive here, and that way we can. Well, we got a cheeky made orb as well, but look how much pinch healing we're down 3,400 end of turn healing. That manages to keep us around our threshold so we don't die, which is awesome. And now we can get turned into Sabo, and we have the color affinity. Alright, onto the boss, Morley. Morley has like 20 million HP, or it's like 10 million and then 10 million. It's just a lot of HP. He reverses our specials by 2 turns. He binds, slashes, strikers, and shooter specials. He just does so much stuff, and trying to find units that, like different units that worked on this like Coliseum, which is so damn tricky. So tricky. So we're going to use the Sabo Koala special here and their switch ability. Make sure that you are Koala, so you've got the color affinity. So when you use the Neptune special, you have color affinity, you have an attack boost, and you have an orb boost. Now we're not going to be able to kill Morley on this first turn here, as like he just has so much goddamn HP. But if we get him over half health, he changes to a strength unit and then like gives us all badly matching and block orbs. So we can switch into Sabo, get another color affinity boost, use their special again to get a full board orbs, and another attack boost. We still have the orb boost from Neptune, and with that we just have enough damage to take out Morley. So very, very tricky Coliseum. When he first came out, this team was boosted, so it did a lot more damage, but still does the job. Like what, a year down the track, something like that. When did Sabo Koala come out? I can't remember. So those were dark days. So the next team is the Dream Team. I love running this team. Blackbeard and V3 Katakuri. Managed to get it done fairly simply, because just relying on Blackbeard's damage is just awesome. Big Mom helps us out a lot here with her switch ability, giving herself the attack and the orb boost. Just helps getting through these little mini boss stages like just ridiculously easy. We're using Sabo Mask on this stage, or this team, as we need T&D orbs. When we get to the end, in orbs are badly matching, so unless you have Sabo Koala, you can't get rid of that, which it sucks, honestly. You can actually run Sabo Koala in this team if you have them. It's another option instead of Sabo Mask, but I wanted to try and do it without using Sabo Koala too much. So Sabo Mask was an option. You can also probably run Jewelry Bonnie, the free-to-play one, the one that gives you full board of recovery orbs. She should work here as well. So if you have her, you could probably bring her. So we're going to use the Big Mom switch ability here to just do heaps of damage to Inazuma. We are clocking up our Blackbeard special as we go as well, which is super, super handy. So we want that 4 times attack and orb boost when we get to the end. Damage reduction of Katakuri's kicked in now, which is great, which means we're going to get his super typing as well. So we're going to be able to activate that whenever we need to as well. And that's going to be right at the end against Morley for that conditional boost. Man, if this team had type advantage, like color affinity, the buff, we'd be doing so much damage. Alright, here we are against Sabo. Sabo puts up the defense up, binds us, and then we get that extra attack debuff, but with limit break we can actually remove that. So this team has the limit break to remove that, which is pretty cool. So that debuff we don't really have to worry about anymore now that it's part of like a limit break system, which is great. I would have just one day hope that they add paralysis to that sort of system, man. Removing paralysis would just be so strong. Alright, so with Ain is like perfect for this stage. Ain removes the defense up and the bind, which is excellent. So then we can just use our Big Mom special and her switch ability to take out Sabo here. Sabo can hit us pretty hard, so like we do just want to get rid of him like as quickly as possible. And we don't want to take more than 3 shots from him, because I think on the third or after the third turn he like just does something real nasty, and we just don't want to be around for that. Alright, so here we are at the end with Morley. Against Morley, we have Croc on our Robin unit, so Robin can then get her specials rewinded forward, then we can use her special to get everyone else's specials, and then we just get that rolling. You guys see where I'm going with this. We can use Blackbeard's special here. He's going to give himself a attack and orb boost. Then we can use the special of Sobermoss to give him an orb, so that way all those boosts like kick in. We also got Onami on Sobermoss to set the defense to 0 as well. Just a little added extra. You can use the super type of Blackbeard and Katakuri, and then it's just GG. Blackbeard is just going to do so much damage. Boom. Blackbeard's nuts. He's so much fun. Alright, so next team is V2 SnakeMan. Now, like, this content gave me a bit of grief when I was trying to build this team, and I just said, you know what, screw this. I'm bringing Sabo Koala as a sub. Tried many different options, and it's like just the damage was like just shy. So nah, I should, like, honestly, like, looking back at that, I probably should just warp Blackbeard and just let Blackbeard just do his thing. But I wanted to try and use the power of SnakeMan, so we threw some pretty big powerhouses on one team. We brought Kurosawa again to just avoid the special bind and special reverse at the end, as that's just super annoying. But we're going to use the power of our support effects to make our way through this stage here. So we've got Halloween Ace on Sabo and Koala, and then on Usahachi we've got the Nami support from the Valentine's Nami, so we can remove the bind and we can remove the defense up by just using the Usahachi special. As we can't use attack and orb buffs on this stage, we can use the super type of Luffy to give us an attack boost, and that way we can just smash Sabo. So this team does it incredibly fast. It's probably the fastest of all the teams. It is the most stacked though, looking back at it. Alright, so moving on to the end against Morley. We're going to use the Kurosawa special to give us all of our specials. Then we can use our Sabo Koala special, our Shanks Crew special for the chain lock, and then we can finish it off with Luffy for the orbs, and should have heaps of damage to take out Morley. Yeah, heaps of damage. Super types, they don't joke around, man. They do not joke around. So, and the final team, you know what it is. How would I finish off content if it wasn't with a Shanks Crew team? Always gonna end with a Shanks Crew team. So, on stage 3, when we have Invinkov and Inizuma, we're gonna use the switch ability of Shanks to give us some orbs. And then we have Laffy down the bottom there to give himself an orb there too. So the stage is not really a concern for us. And the final stage is not really a concern for us, as we just need to bring someone that can wind specials forward. As Shanks Crew is going to remove the special bind for us, which is just that utility in his captain is got to be one of the best. One of the best. Halloween Aces is a close second, I reckon. But the special bind removal, it is just ridiculously strong how good that is. Now we should be able to kill both of these guys here. Yeah, see, look at this. Boom, so much damage. This is by far the safest team. This probably does it this or the Luffy team, actually, yeah, probably does it the easiest. But we'll admit, the Blackbeard team was ridiculously fun. Sabo Koala team is just like, you just see the difference between a 5 times captain and a 4.25. So, Sabo Koala is just sort of like made as like a good sub now, I guess. So we're going to use the Shanks Crew special here and just blitz our way through Sabo. But, of course, the best, safest team out there is always going to be a Shanks Crew team. Alright guys, so here we are against Morley. So basically, we're just going to use our specials of Okiku to roll our specials forward, Sob Master the attack, Chain Lock with Shanks, and Orb Boost with Laffy. So I'm going to leave you with the rest of this clip, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Farm up Morley, he is awesome. If you did enjoy this, make sure to hit that like button if you want to stay up to date with all the OPTC content that I post. Hit that big red subscribe button too. But guys, most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Lights!